My name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. So today I want to talk about attacking chess, and in particular the pawn storm. So pawn storms occur when sides have castled opposite of each other. This is a very important topic for you Sicilian players out there for either color. If you're black or white, you should know this. And we're going to talk about only situations when these three pawns haven't moved. That makes it a bit harder, because if it was a dragon, for example, you might have something to latch onto, a little hook there. But we've got no hook. So opposite side pawn storms. The strategy is pretty simple. I mean, basically, you just ram the pawns up the board, and material doesn't count. It's just whoever gets there first. So whoever gets there first is basically almost always going to win. He's almost always the winner. So you want to get there first, and you don't care if you give away an exchange or a pawn or something like this. So this is a game between Anand and Timon in the Vikonsay 2004. So you see they've got opposite side castling, and it is white to play, and of course it's a pawn storm, so he's going to storm his pawns up the board. And Timon played knight to c7. I don't understand. I don't understand anti-Sicilians, if you want to know the truth about it, because White's attack in the against the dragon and the knight orfer is just like ready-made. You just shove the pawns up the board. But the bishop on a3, the queen on d2, and shove the pawns up the board. How hard is that to play? I don't understand. It's actually kind of fun. I enjoy playing it for both sides, if you want to know the truth, because it's just like whoever gets there first. We see white is farther advanced here than black is, so white's getting there first. So the move white played here, very strong move, pawn to g6. Again, white is not afraid to lose a pawn, because that just opens up a file for the rook here on the g file or the h file. So he's not afraid to open up lines in front of the king. Yeah, get rid of those pawns. Take my pawns, please. In the game, Timon played bishop f6. Not the best, probably. But another thing, from a practical point of view, it's difficult to defend against these things. It's very difficult, as we will see. Right now, the computer, and I've got Stockfish on in the background, the computer has white up 1.79. So white is winning, but it's not a knockout yet. But after bishop f6, it jumps up to +7. So that's like I say, it is difficult, extremely difficult to defend. And Timon is not a joke. This guy was a serious player. Let's look at some alternatives. If he takes here first, the top computer choice, by the way, is to give away some material like this. And then, okay, just following the computer line, queen takes h7, king hides over there. So my own pawn actually kind of blocks my attack here. And then he takes here. But white is up material already. And now the evaluation following the best line has jumped up to 2.2. That's another thing about this type of attack I'm showing. The computer evaluation sometimes very much underestimates your attack. Takes a while maybe for it to catch on. But let's look and see what happens if he plays this, which looks like a natural move. Now he would take back. And then after h6... sometimes you see there's a sacrifice here with this bishop to get that guy out of there. In fact, I could even sacrifice the rook right now. It's the number 2 choice on the computer, but maybe the coolest move. Goes there, and then goes here, and crashing through, it looks like. What if he tries to hang on to it? That doesn't hang on to it at all. I would take it, and then checkmate you. So let's see here. So after queen h2, I think it's over. So you could even start sacrificing right here, or the computer suggestion was knight to h5, which is also just a knockout. So he can't take the pawn. That's the first point. What else can he do? What if he just tries to keep it blocked up for a bit, like this? in this position? Well, there's choices here. So in the annotations to the game, it was given as knight to d3, like this, but that might not even be the best. Actually, now that I've let the computer on for a second, look at this. He's recommending this move. I want to look at this. These, again, I got the computer on because this is all extremely complicated attacks and stuff. So what happens if he takes back with the knight? Then I have this square knight f5 coming in, attacking the bishop. Say this bishop saves himself, and then this common sacrifice again because this h6 was a hook. Best is to give away some material like this to get out, so you're not getting mated. And then, well, he wants to give a check, but what if he takes the bishop here? Then I have this check, and let's say he goes here, for example. Then I have this check. Let's say you go there, and then this guy's marching up the board. You're going to have to give me the rook, aren't you? I think you're going to have to give me your rook. Yeah, maybe not. Let's see. Computer says this is the best you can do. Really? Okay, I saved my guy. Now you go there and try and get out of it. Check. So you go there, and I make the queen. Yeah. So that's winning. That's winning for white. So h6 doesn't work. F takes g6 doesn't work. What about this this fork? It looks like there's a fork there. So again, this is one of those situations where, you know, it's like we're saying material doesn't count because it's like Anand said, yeah, you can fork me on e5, but I can play g6 anyway. I can do it anyway. All right, so the dude plays here after e5. Sorry, after e5. This is the pattern I wanted to show today. This is the point I wanted to show. h6 is the move. So this, when you play g6 and h6 against these guys, this guarantees that lines are going to get opened. And this is the point of the lesson right here. This is what I'm trying to get across when you push the pawn up to g6 and h6. Now, I do have to say some things about it though, because I did some study of this this type of attack because I see it sometimes, but here it works. And I'm going to show you a couple of examples where it works, but I don't want you to be misled because normally it doesn't work. In the games I looked at, and I looked at a lot of games, white went for this attack and it didn't work. It wasn't correct. But there are times when it's correct, when it is correct, so it gets confusing. On the other hand, though, even though it wasn't correct, a lot of times white won anyway because it is so difficult to defend. I would say the difficulty level of defense is high, very high. And so you see even strong grandmasters, you know, having trouble dealing with this type of attack. So you can imagine what guys like us would go through to try and defend against this. So from a practical point of view, it's a great attack. But I just want to give you a cautionary tale that it doesn't always work. In fact, I would say it normally doesn't work. Here, it does work. So I'm going to show you a couple of examples where it does work, and then I'll finish up by showing you a couple of examples where it shouldn't have worked, but it did. So here, okay, first things first, what if he takes with the h-pawn? Then the annotations gave him lining up his queen like this, which is still winning. But like I said, I've got Stockfish on, so I've got an edge over the guys that were annotating this back in 2004. You can take here and open up this line. And then if he takes here, I take his rook. So that has to be winning. And if he were to take back with the king, now I've got a couple of stunning moves here. The top computer choice, plus 16, is knight to h5 check. Notice the pawn can't take you. So you have to go back. And then bishop g5, not even saving the knight. This is amazing, because if you take the knight, there's this mate that's coming up soon. I guess if you go here, I guess you could block once with your bishop maybe to slow it down. But then the queen comes in. So it's going to lead to mate. And there's a second choice here, though, besides knight h5. And that is the stunning rook h7 check. Bam! +8. Look at that. So the king takes, but the point is the queen's hitting you with tempo. And the king comes here. And then, well, there's even here a couple of ways to follow up. It's like everything's winning, right? Knight on f to e6 is what the second choice, but knight takes g6, ripping it apart. If he were to take, for example, then I have a check, and then I'm going to pick up the g-pawn right after that. So just smashing attacks, smashing attacks. So h takes g6 wouldn't work there. What if he takes with the f-pawn? Now, I find that most people play this like this, but this is not the best move. This throws doesn't throw the win away, but it's white is up, according to Stockfish, 1.23. Point being, he starts giving away some material to get out of this, slow me down. But here, that's not the best move. There is a better move for white. And that move, well, there's a lot. I could even take the sack with the rook, and it's still winning like a +4.5. But the best move is knight takes. And if he takes, the rook takes. And you can see already that I'm crashing through. I don't know if I need to go through that any further, because g7 is basically falling. How do you hold g7? If I go like that, he's taking here. Let's say the rook moves. Then I just pick up your bishop and blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, so e5 doesn't work either. So like I said, it is very difficult to defend here. So he played bishop f6. So this is the game. Now we're back to the game continuation. Game continuation, bishop f6. So how does Anand continue here? I'll make it a training question. You should know if you've been paying attention to the analysis. You should know. All right, so the point is, as we said, the pattern I'm trying to get across today, this attacking pattern, boom, this typical attacking pattern of these two pawns hitting against these three. So this is the type of attacking thing we are learning today. So he takes with the f-pawn, and h takes g7 is the top move. Like I said, that is normally the top move. So the rook has to save himself. If the bishop takes, queen h2 is coming, right? And that's going to be a wipeout. Trouble on the h file. So he plays rook f7 and tries to, keep it blocked up a bit. But now it is white to move again. Can you find the best move for white? It's kind of fun to find attacking moves in chess, because it's like, especially when you're not the one playing, because you can you can just look for all the sacrifices that you want, right? And you can play them without losing. And yeah, rook takes h7. This is another nice blow. So if he takes rook takes g7, then take, and knight takes g6. So this is going to be crashing through. So he takes with the king. All right, now this queen slides over for check. So he's got to take the pawn. Yeah, he's got to take the pawn. And now knight takes g6, crashing through. Rook takes also wins, but knight takes sets up the little ambush. This is nice. Sacrificing this bishop, but Anand doesn't care. Anand doesn't care. He doesn't care about anything. And he's got this discover check, which wins the queen, and the game is over. So not only is he down, well, he's going to be losing more material, right? Further material losses are inevitable. So, well, let's do a body count here. So let's see, I got 2 knights, you got 2 minor pieces, rook and rook cancel. So you got a rook and a bishop for the queen, and I got a pawn, queen and a pawn. But like we said, more guys are getting chopped down. Like this check is coming, and yeah, it's gonna be over. So this smashing attack is what I want to get across today. This type of attack where you play g6 and then follow that up by a h6. So what I want to do now is, and I should have set up my thing before I did it. I want to play it out against the computer to see if I can do it.
Hey, thanks for starting me again.
So let me get her set up here first. So where is it? Get that set up. I'll start with the part where I get to play h6 because I don't want any deviations. I just want to get to the pure thing here. So let me get over here to where we can actually maybe see it, what I'm doing. And then, oops. Can you see it? Okay, now I've got to fix the window. Hold on. Should have did this before I started. But I wasn't smart enough. Let's see here, get her set up, blah, blah. Make it all look nice and pretty for the people. Get down there so we can see some of those pieces. Make it just a bit smaller so I can fit into the screen. And maybe just a tad bit smaller. So there we go, get down there. I don't know, whatever. It's kind of jumpy. Quit being jumpy. I'll make you small. Being jumpy, I'll make you small. Now make it a little bit bigger. I don't know why I'm being so precise, but whatever. So I want to practice this out against the computer. And I can see that I want to start right about g6, bishop f6, and this is where I get to play h6. So what level? Well, I'll start at beginner. Then we'll just work our way up. Work our way up. h6, beginner level. He takes there. So this is going to be a lot of calculation. Lots of calculation here. But it should be winning even if I screw it up against beginner level. That's why I start on beginner level. See how I'm screwing it up first. So I can take on h7 or f7. Which one do I want? Which one do I want? h7 or f7? What do you think, chat? Which one should I do? Capture something. I want to take on, if I take on f7, king takes, and I don't want him to escape that away. So I really want to give on h7 so he doesn't escape. Now, he's using his own pawn as like he's not going to take it. But, okay, now I've got, not going to make this move, but I mean, I got check ideas here. I also can bring the knight in for that. Also, I'm not saying this is my move, but just saying, looking at the possibilities, I could try and bring the queen over and maybe even consider like some kind of sacrifice at some point. So let's see what I got here. This is hard. This is hard. I shouldn't have done this. This is going to be hard. Hard calculation. Hard calculation. All right, how to continue? I mean, and I'm comfortable, basically, not even playing the best move, but I still want to do the best that I can do. Be the best that you can be. All right. I'm leaning towards knight h5. I guess I should talk about my thought process a little bit here, right? So this is what I'm trying to get rid of that bishop, because that bishop controls an important square that I want to be on. So I'm going to play knight to h5. Says, yes, that's it. What is this nonsense? What is this? That's one of the bad things about playing on the beginner level, that they really make moves that nobody, not even a beginner, would make. So I'm going to take the free piece. He takes here. And do I even have to take that bishop? Can I give a check instead? Check. Rook takes. Pawn takes. I make a queen. And then you queen takes. My knight takes. I'm winning a bunch of material like this. But I don't know if you can stop me from doing it anyway. Take the bishop first and say you can't stop me. Take the bishop first and say you can't stop me. So I'm going for it. Well, if I go there, check, take, check, take, check, take, and then you can check me. And then I can actually give up a bunch of material here. I don't know if it's the best. I'll look at it on Stockfish later, but I'm giving the check. And I'm taking here and winning the queen because I know this is going to win. He didn't even bother to take the stinking pawn. So I could just grab his bishop now, or I could give him a check first. Which is what I will do. I'll give his check first. I can win the bishop later. I'll give another check. Why not? Because I can. I can even give another check. Take your bishop later. That's always annoying when you don't take the guy. Alright, so la 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 la. Check. Just keep crashing through, eh? How about this? Check. How about another check? I don't know if they're the best. Maybe I'm missing mates or something. I got take, take, take. Alright, I'll take now. Just to get rid of you. Now he goes there. La 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 la. I don't even know if these are the best moves. But I'm gonna just, but it's such, I'm just so far ahead of material now. I'm up like a queen and a bishop. I'm just gonna eat stuff. Do it like it's a blitz game. Alright. I'll eat you. And then eat you. And then, alright. Time to bring another man into the attack. Why not? Bring all my mans into the attack. Alright, now I gotta save the game. Save game as study games. It's not gonna save it until I close the file for some strange reason. Okay, so now I gotta go through this rigmarole of switching over here. Sorry, I'm mumbling. I'm not talking. Gotta sit here and go through the save game as study games. Still an error. How do I save this sucker? Fritz 18 is a little buggy like this, so I don't like it because of that reason. Try it. Third try to save it. Strike out. I struck out. Struck out on my third try. Let me close that. Try number 4. Second batter of the inning. There we go. I saved it now. Don't know why that took so long. Why did it take so long? So let's see here if I can do this. Alright. Turn that on and then come over here and fix my stuff. Hey, I got a viewer. Darn tootin' dangle stream down yonder. That's right. This is the rootin'est tootin'est stream this side of the Mississippi. Alright. Making fun of my cowboy hat. Making fun of my cowboy hat. How's that? Alright, so here we go. Now I got to go back to this thing. Fix this. And get to the other page. To the other page. And then turn that one on and turn that one off. There we go. Alright, so now I can examine my game, finally. So let's see here. It would be easier if Fritz 18 wasn't so buggy. So let's see what's going on here. I played h6, and we already know that is correct. And so he played g takes h6. I took there, correct. It's so easy. It wasn't hard. Knight h5 was the best move, and then this dumb move. This move is dumb. This move is dumber than Don Lemon, man. That's just a dumb move. Humans wouldn't play like that. But anyway, I take here. It's mate in 4. I missed mate in 4, so smack myself for that. The moves are to take on h6 with either the bishop or the rook, but I didn't do that. I played rook to g8, and now once the computer sees mate, another buggy thing of chess base is once the computer sees mate, it starts going brrrr, like so. You play viewers? No, I don't really play the viewers. I don't even know how I would do that. I'm not computer literate at all. I just like do my training. I just like showing how I'm training and stuff. I'm trying to train attacking chess right now. I'm trying to on this against this pawn storm. So I'm looking at this pawn storm where they haven't moved the pawns in front of the king. So trying to play against this. So here, the best move we already know, but rook g8 is still mate in 6. So it wasn't the quickest mate, but I missed it all up. And then here I go moving so darn fast. I could have taken here first because it is protected. But I was moving so darn fast because it was such an easy wipeout. So I'm not even going to look at the rest because yeah, it's over. It's over. Now, go back and look at, do it on a harder level. I'm going to try it harder level. Get off of there, you, and then get back to you, and then I should have switched this over first maybe. Okay, now go back. Try it on hobby player. So there we go. All right, now he takes this way. Now I got to think again. Now I'm up to thinking. So, h takes g7 looks like an idea. H takes g7. What could possibly be wrong? But I want to look and see if I got something better. Like knight takes g6. Takes. So, yeah, I think I'm just going to take this guy. Alrighty then. He runs. Now, I'm looking at knight takes g6 to open up lines over here. Knight takes g6. Pawn takes, rook takes, and then I'm threatening some kind of nasty check, I think. Okay, just for the heck of it, I'm going to look at knight to h5. See if that's going to work. Knight to h5. And if the bishop takes, I take, and then check to make you go back. Knight takes g6. Pawn takes. Check. No, not check. Take with the rook. I don't know. What do you think? What are you thinking there? What are you thinking there, pillow pants? What's the best move here? We're good. If I go like queen h2 and the bishop takes, I'm wondering where the actual mate is. But maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I should just bring my queen over here. And then the bishop takes. Move my queen over there. The bishop takes. I've got a check. And you go here. And then maybe I can do a sack now. Take, and take. And your bishop is in danger. You can defend your bishop like so. Or maybe instead of that, maybe I can bring another. Too many arrows. I should switch colors on my arrows maybe. Oh, pillow pants left. He didn't want to see me play this out. He just wanted to play me a game. Want me to play the viewers. So here we go. All right, I'm playing queen h2 then. Disappointed the pillow pants left. So now I have to now I have to do this. Pillow Pants. Where are you, Pillow Pants? Pillow Pants. Come back, Pillow Pants. Alright, I'm screwing around here. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so king takes g7, and now it is my turn. People making fun of the hat. Just wanted to come in and make fun of the hat. I like the hat. I'm sorry. This hat's been through some good old days at the rodeo. All right. So Queen H7. He took with the king. Why did he take with the king? I don't know. So let's see here. He's going to bring his rook over to here. So I want to check him back first. Am I correct? That's what I'm doing anyway. I'm not waiting around anymore. Getting tired of waiting. All right. So tough calculations here, man. These are some tough calculations. Even though you're winning, seems like when you're winning, it takes a lot more time on the clock. Doesn't it, though? It takes a lot more time on the clock. Let's see if my audio is working. Yep, my audio is working. A lot more time on the clock. What have I got here? What have I got here? If I play knight takes g6, this is what I want to do. I want to sack the knight and get the rook in the game. Yes? Just like so. And then I'm taking here. I'm getting tired of calculating again. I take here and it's mate on the next move. Am I right? Is that mate? That's the golden mate. All right, so I made it through level 2. Made it through hobby player. Now, got to go through this rigmarole of trying to save the game again, and it won't let me. Yikes. Okay, because I got to close this, go back to that, and then come here, and then go like this, and click on Save Game As, and I did it. And now, I want to come back here, go to my study games, sir. And then come back here and switch this window like this. Okay, this is where I was, and I played he played h takes g6. H takes g7 is correct. Let's see, too many arrows. Queen h2 is the best move. I found it. I thought about, let me look at it. I thought about sacking my knight here, which is still winning, but not by as much. Well, actually, after this, I'm up 74. So maybe that was winning. Knight takes g6 now was like one of the second moves. Force mate. Rook h8. Check. Also mate in 10. Rook h8 check. Everything, basically everything's winning is what I'm trying to say here. And then knight takes g6. Look at this nonsense. So if he takes here, I got this one. Man, spectacular. This would be fun to play in an over-the-board game, wouldn't it? This is the type of... This is why I don't understand why people play anti-Sicilians. This would be so fun in an over-the-board tournament game. I mean, and because basically everything's winning, so everything you do is going to come out as spectacular. And, yeah. But Queen H2 wasn't spectacular, but still winning. By the way, this one also I was looking at. This is also winning, because if he takes, the rook takes, and now I'm threatening mate. So you'd have to take here, and then take you, and this is the reason we play chess, to play like this. But anyway, Queen H2, he took there now. I went Queen H7, which is one move longer. He actually wants to do this one first, and then rook takes g6. Look at this go here. F takes, and now check, get to the back row, check, and you get the point. It's going to be mate. But I gave there one move longer. And now knight takes g6. I found that one. It wasn't that hard. I didn't think. All right, and that was just like letting me mate him. So there we go. We've done it level 2. Let's see if we can jump it up to level 3 here. Level 3. Okay, first, I'm going to close that. And then I'm going to close that. I'm going to go like that. I'm going to come back over here. All right. Oh, I got to switch the window so we can see what I'm doing. So it's like this. All right. So now level, cranking it up to club player. Club player, I'm guessing between 15 and 1800 level. So here might not be so easy. Might not be so easy. Come back, pillow pants. All right, why is the computer not moving? Am I going to have to click on move now? It says it's calculating. It's calculating. Oh, it does do something. He takes with the F pawn, so I'm getting something different every time. So, I'm thinking about, okay, the computer just showed pawn takes G7, which is the typical response, as I said. But that was the move I was going to make anyway, but I'm looking at knight takes G6. Looking at knight takes G6, pawn takes. Maybe I can do that later. I'll threaten the rook first. I'm still looking at that knight takes G6 move. Still looking at it. Let's see what he's got here. See what the man can do. Taking longer. That means I got to talk about stuff. When the computer's not moving, I have to talk about stuff. So, all right, I don't really follow Donald Trump news, but he made some weird announcement, like he's gonna in a superhero suit, like he said he's got some big announcement. And it turned out just to be like trading cards. It's like what a lame, what a lame announcement. I guess he's he's behind by DeSantis in the polls, so he's like he needs that trading card bump, to get back in there. All right, so can I play rook takes h7, king takes h7, and then queen to h2 check, king takes pawn, queen or rook to h1, threatening checks, rook takes, king takes, rook takes, king takes. And then G6 is also falling down. I think this is built for a rook sacrifice. I'm going for a rook sacrifice, my friends. This could be a loss if I mess this up. And I didn't really calculate it as well as I should. I'm just kind of playing more on instinct, which probably is not a good idea when you're sacrificing material like this. So let's see if that pans out. The computer gave me a double exclam. Double exclam for that. Alrighty. Now, should have had the next move already in the pocket if I was going to play like this. But I'm thinking it's queen to h2 before he can take on g7 with the rook. Though, I might even have like rook takes g6. Rook takes g6, and then I'm threatening check and mate. Rook takes g6. What can he do? Or I just check him. He takes. And then, check him. He takes, and then I take like this. Yeah. There we go. Like this. Right? Like this. Let's see if the computer can get out through this. Oh, I want to change something, by the way. No, not there. All right, I'm going to put it on there. Okay, so now just take your check, right? Take your check with the knight or with the rook? Take with the knight, set up that little ambush. Set that little ambush. Alright, he's going to take my piece. Alright, I actually forgot that piece was hanging, but it doesn't matter. I'm down a bunch of material anyway. It's mate or nothing. Mate or bust. Ride or die. The only winning move. There's only one winning move. So I'm looking, not saying it's winning, but I'm looking at knight f5 check. Pawn takes, and then pawn takes, and then I don't like it because I do like it. Maybe I do like it, but okay. I also have this, and I can win the queen. Yes, if I go here, I win the queen. This is just like the Anand game, really. Almost. I don't even remember how that played out. So let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna go here and win the queen. And yeah, hold on. Options. Resign early. Okay, so I take the queen. Yes, take the queen. I was changing my settings because earlier I had it on never resign. When I was playing the basic mates, I didn't want it to resign until I got the mate. But here, I just changed it to where it'll resign earlier instead of like never. Because I don't want to sit here and play out games that are obviously won. So let's see here. This should be easy. Well, he says so, if you say so. So I take this pawn with check. Yes. All right, and then this guy goes here, check. Yes. And then now he resigns. All right, so he resigned before I mated him. So now I've got to go through the rigmarole of saving the game again. And let's see here. Okay, that time it did it. Now I got to go back here and then go to this and open that. And come back here to this and change to that. And then do this. All right, so let's see here. In this position, he played f takes g6, and I played h takes g7. He played rook f7, rook takes h7. Yes, it is the top choice. I was correct. That startling double exclam sacrifice, I got it. Queen h2 is best. By the way, it's actually, because I was looking at other moves, like rook takes g6 and knight takes g6, and those aren't as good. Knight takes g6 is still like a plus 1.77, but this one is plus 8.5. So the king must take, I think, and then knight takes or rook takes, but the knight takes was the best one because I got the winning of the queen. I didn't get the mate. He could have stopped the mate with knight to e8, but he took this guy, and yeah, it's forced mate now. Easy to see. So let's get off of that and go back to the next one. Time to do a harder level. Do one more level. Put it on strong club player, which I think is rated to 2000 if I'm not mistaken. And then we'll see, because I don't need to play against Grandmaster. I'm not going to play it against Anand, and plus, you know, these things can be extremely difficult. So let's get back to this level, change it up, strong club player. I don't need to play it against a level against somebody I'm never going to play. I might if I wasn't on the stream, but I don't want to sit here and struggle for half an hour trying to find the most accurate move. All right, so let's see what this guy does. Oh, I guess I should switch the window so you can see what I did. I didn't do anything spectacular. I just played pawn to h6, which I've done like 4 times in a row now. So you should know this pattern by now. This is the type of attacking pattern that I'm practicing. Let's see if it can do it. Can it get it done? Computer is thinking. It's calculating. Calculation. Okay, he takes like this, and if I remember correctly from the last time, I took like this. And then if the rook goes to f7, I'm going to sacrifice on h7 again. It'll be the exact same thing as before. So I already know this spectacular move. Beautiful. And I found this because, remember when we were analyzing earlier, that was one of the moves in our analysis. Or was that a game that I haven't shown yet? I don't remember. Yeah, I think I showed that. And now I know that I want to bring the queen over to here. Check. This is the exact same game. And then I did that. That's the exact same thing. Now he played bishop takes here. No, he played rook takes. And then I win the queen. So this is the exact same thing. This wasn't much fun. All right. Well, it was for me because I won. All right, he goes there, but I know it's going to be a win, like soon. Okay, I mean, I can give a check, and then you block, and then I take... Let me figure it out, though, because, you know, the guy didn't resign. That's life. The guy doesn't resign. What's the material count here? So let's see. I got a rook, and you got a rook. They cancel. I got 2 minor pieces. You got 2 minor pieces. So you got a rook and a bishop for a queen and a pawn, just like the Anand game where Timon resigned. So, but my guy didn't resign. So he's attacking my knight. He's attacking my queen. I could give a check on h6. Force him to block. All right. Go here. Am I threatening anything? Not really. Threatening checkmate. I'm going to go here and give a check. Let's see. He blocks like this. Okay, okay. Oh, now I'm winning the rook. I forgot the rook was over there. But do I have better than just winning the rook? Yeah, I win the rook for the knight. But do I have better? Take, and then I'm looking at rook takes bishop because I want to smash through here. Rook takes bishop, rook takes, and then do I have anything spectacular other than just taking this guy? But I could take that guy immediately. And then you take my knight. So I'm only winning a little bit of material there. Take, and then you take my knight. So why would I sack the exchange here? Rook takes. Do I have some kind of matey thingy? Check. King comes forward. Okay, rook takes, knight takes here, threatening to take your rook, so you would take this knight, and then I take your bishop, but you got 2 rooks there. No. Let's protect it. Hold on, Sally. That one's protected. I'm going to do it. What the heck? I'm going to do it. I got to get rid of some of his guys. I could give a checky first. Or I could just take this guy. I'm just going to take this guy. Alright. And then he takes my guy. Now I'm asking myself why I gave up the rook. Because I have check, which attacks this and that. Check. King moves over to here. He's still got some material for that queen, so I want to finish this off cleanly. I think I've already botched it here a little bit. Check, king moves there, check, goes there. All right, this guy's unprotected and that guy's unprotected. I wish I could be on that square. No, that guy's is protected. What am I talking about? He's protected. Don't know what I'm dreaming about. All right, I'm going to go here. Check. Now, he's threatening to fork me, though I could get out of that. I could get out of that. So how do I play this? How do I play it? Pillow Pants, come back and tell me how I play it. I mean, I got a check. And you move the king again. And then I take here. So that's a fork. This is a fork. Just rounding them up. Round them up, cowboy. Round them up. Alright, do I have something better? I mean, I could attack his rook first, but he gives a check and then he takes my knight. So that doesn't work. So be careful. Don't screw it up. I got this check, forcing him to go back to e7, I believe. I mean, I could just grab a pawn. All right, so let's see. I give a check. All right, so I don't think he wants to go there, does he? Because he would drop this guy. So if I give the check, he's got to go here. Yes. And then I would push. If you take, I take, and I'm attacking both of these guys. I'm going to give the check. All right, now I can grab the pawn. Now I can grab the pawn. What was that noise? Check my monitor. See if everything's going. All right. Yeah, okay, I'll just take the free guy. I want to make it obviously winning. I'm winning, but I want to make it obviously winning. So, all right, I can grab a pawn here, I guess. Nope. Grab this pawn. Got a bishop thing, because if I'd have taken that pawn, it was attacked. All right, he goes back there. So I'm just hoovering them all up, I guess. All right. So the computer highlighted that A7 square. I did not. So I'm assuming he wants me to bring one of my pieces there, like maybe the knight. All right, this is what I shall do. This is what I should. I'm following the computer advice there, because this one's basically over. All right, knight to A7. King comes over to protect the bishop, and then check, and the knight blocks, and then knight takes bishop. So this is the deal, isn't it? Oh, the rook protects. Thought the king had to protect, but I can just take, and then queen in here. Okay, dokie. Well, well, well. What if I played my queen to here, c6? Attacking your knight. If the knight moves, well, if the knight moves, I don't get anything. So, I don't know about that. Don't know about them things. What if I go here? I'm attacking that guy a second time. Attacking that guy a second time, and I'm attacking the knight, then the computer resigns. Alright, let's see how well I did on that. Now I'll go back over here again for the 100th time. And I'll click on that. And then I'll come back over here. And I'll change that to that. Didn't work. Oh, because I don't have the thing on. There you go. Alright, so now, let's see what I did. How did I do? Whoops. Yikes, I messed it all up. How did I do that? Okay. I want to get back to like that. Okay, so here we go. He took there, and we knew all these moves from before, so I'm going to skip through that because this was all previous stuff. Okay, so this was the first new move. I played queen h6, which was correct. Rook takes g7. Yes, it is correct, but queen takes e3 is plus 8.7. Rook takes g7 is plus 9.99. Take, and he took. And now I just grabbed the rook, so I missed the point. I really missed the point here. So the top choice is queen h8 check. If the rook comes back, it's made in two. So instead of that, the king comes forward. But now knight takes d6 check. And then check. All right, where do you go? If you go here, saying check, you take there, and then I go there, attacking the rook. So you get out of that. And my threat is, where's my threat here? Threatening mate. No, that's not mate. Threatening mate like this. That's not mate either. What am I actually threatening? Is there a mate? Am I missing mate? Oh, that's mate. That's mate. What am I talking about? All right, so let's see here. Back here, look at this. So, yeah, so rook takes g7 was the best, but I didn't follow it up the best way. I'm still plus 8. All right, he wanted to play knight c6 check, but I gave the check here. And then play knight c6 check. Knight b8 check was the best move. Thank you very much. He did not do that. What if he goes here? What was my follow-up if he goes to d6? Well, he's saying the top choice is knight c6, but that's just where I was. That's where I was. That doesn't gain anything. Oh, wait a minute. I wouldn't go there. I would go here. All right, so in light of that, then my move, knight to b8, really didn't do anything. So I wouldn't repeat. I would take the second choice of the computer and go here, so I'm not repeating. And so, yeah. So maybe my knight b8 check wasn't as clever as I thought. All right, I do grab the pawn. I mean, he did make it easy for me. Goes there. I grab another pawn, why not? And then, okay. Here, I played my knight here, because you remember the computer said he wants me to go there and attack the bishop. But the top choice was actually queen to d4, attacking the rook. And if the rook moves somewhere, queen g1, threatening to fork. So let's say he comes here. Yeah, there's nothing totally clear here. Queen g5 or king b2 are the moves. But I'm winning. I just got to grind him down till I win the material. Queen b8. Yeah, I didn't see this, unfortunately. I'm attacking the bishop. The king can't defend it. And if the rook defends it, I'm winning the knight. So, unfortunately, I didn't see that. All right, he goes there and protects, and then I play queen to b8 now, but the computer just wants to go back and then play queen to b8, but whatever. The computer resigned here. Okay, if he moves the knight to a safe square, now I play there and ask your rook to go away. So I'm basically winning the rook here, right? Or am I? So he gives a check and then brings his king up. What would I do? Check. Let's say you go back. Make the knight run away to here and then check. Still not completely clear. I mean, I know I'm going to get him in the long run, but it just kind of drags on and on and on. Anyway, let's get off of that and go to, I don't want to save it. Get to the game I want to look at. Okay, so we did An and Timon. There's another famous game here. Morzevich Alexeyev, Russian team championship from 2004. So I want to show you this same pattern again. Let me turn on Stockfish to help with the analysis because this is difficult analysis. So let's see what happened here. In this one, Morzevich played G6. Not the top choice of the computer, but almost. It's almost the same. And again, maybe it's one of those situations where if you let the computer go long enough, it might find it. Computer wants to play Queen G3 first. But G6 is also winning. Not much difference. So this one is plus 3.34 right now, whereas Queen G3 is plus 3.76. So not much difference there. So G6, but I want to show you the pattern. Now, he could go H6 straight away. It's the second choice of the computer, plus 3.39. But he played Queen H4 first, piling up. And then after he takes here, Morzevich doesn't take back. He's got the double exclam move, H6, which is correct. That is the pattern I'm trying to learn today. That's the pattern I'm working on. Pawn to H6, double exclam. Guaranteeing that some lines get open. So what if he ignores it like this and says, okay, I'll just grab this guy. Now I take, and let's say he goes there, and I take here check, and he takes, I make a queen, he takes, check, he goes there, and that's mate. So he doesn't want to do that. If he takes like this, taking here, usual follow-up, queen threatening mate. So I guess you got F5, but if you play F5, I got Queen H7 check, and then you're in a discovered attack. So after that, the double check will lead to mate in just half a second. So let's see here. So he's got to take it basically, but then it's check and mate. So he took like this. And now he takes there. Yes. Typical follow-up. So he played H5 to try and keep it closed some. If he takes with the king, the queen is smashing through. This is a check. And that is a mate. So he played H5 to try and slow him down. Yeah. So H5. Queen G5. Attacking this guy on G6. Let's see if he goes bishop to B4 and I take, and say he goes there and attacks, then the queen goes here and I'm threatening mate again. So he took with the king, and now he took the bishop, but he doesn't need to take the bishop. Doesn't need to take it. The computer's giving bishop to H3. Strange. Bishop H3. I want to look at this. Bishop H3, because this is the move I wouldn't find without the help of the computer. Bishop H3. What on God's green earth are you doing here? And then he goes there, and then he gives a check. All right, so the king comes over, and a check. So what's the deal? He just gave me an extra escape square. Then I take there. But why couldn't I do that without? Why couldn't I do that without giving away the bishop? Because I go there, he goes there, and I check, and he's got to come forward, or he can go back. Oh, because I won't have this check anymore, right? Whereas in this line, if he came back, whatever, check, he goes back, I've got this check, which I didn't have before. So that bishop H3, clever move, clever Stockfish, clever girl. All right, but Morzevich just simply grabbed the guy, and then after bishop F7, just to show you how it finished out, he played queen H6. It is a forced mate in 9 now. If the king comes up, this is check, and then checkmate with bishop H3 as soon as the computer does it. King G8, and here we go, kablamo. Look at this, Morzevich crashing through. Whatever happened to Morzevich? Does he still play? Does Morzevich still play? I want to see him play more. He was like one of my favorite guys back in the day. You young whippersnappers don't remember Morzevich probably. He was He was like the I guess who would we compare him to? Daniel Dubov or Joe Bava, one of these guys that people like, or Richard Rapport. Yeah, he's kind of like him, I guess. Kind of people liked him because they played kind of offbeat style. Anyway, Morzevich, bishop h3, the winning is the mate in 7, but he sacrifices here. For what purpose is he sacrificing? Oh, so he can slide his rook over. That's why. Check. Is that the best move? Yes, it's the best move. Check. And bishop blocked, and he took with the queen and gave a check. And then Alexeyev resigned. So one more example here from more recent practice. This is our good old friend Sergei Karyakin, Candidates Tournament in Moscow 2016, playing Veselin Topalov. So I want to show you this idea again. All right, Karyakin played g6 a little bit earlier here. Castle. All right, knight don't beat a c4. Okay, and he tucked that guy. He didn't actually need to take that guy, but he did. Okay, so it's not a winning thing yet here. Not a winning thing. Rook c8 is given as a question mark. There's a comment here by, I guess the comment is by Igor Stoll. Says the Sicilian is often about one mistake, which can often be irredeemable. Irredeemable, that's what I am. Irredeemable. And now white is up plus 2.2. So let's see how he does it. Does it with our move h6. Blammo. This is the pattern I've been trying to drill today. It's h6. So let's see here what happens. He took with the f pawn. If he takes with the h pawn, I take here. And now, obviously, the king doesn't want to take because of check. And slide this rook over. Even sacrificing on g6. And then he can play queen h5 as well. So this is curtains. So he runs away. And then knight takes e6. Kablamo. Again, with this same idea coming here. Just to play it out, the computer wants knight e5. And he's saying, no, you go away. And then, well, then the computer starts doing weird stuff like this. So if you got to start doing that, you know it's going to be over soon. But let's get back to the game. He played, where are we at here? h6. He played f takes g6 and just a free pawn and a fork. So he played queen to d7. And then he simply takes the rook. Could have taken on g7 first. I mean, whatever. This is the strongest play, though, according to Stockfish. Then he takes, and the bishop takes, and now bishop d4, winning. So, yeah. So it's kind of beyond the theme now, isn't it? But you see that he's got a winning advantage, and he went on to win in a whole bunch of moves later. So what I want to try to get across, though, is this g6 and h6 together against these three pawns like this. But like I say, it doesn't always work. So I want to look at, I want to start looking at some recent examples. So this is our Daniel Dubov, crowd favorite, playing Title Tuesday. I guess this was in October against Vasily Korchmar, who's 24-38, so quite strong. And g6 is good move. Second choice is a computer. Now, I want to say the computer always likes to do this, right? But maybe the computer can figure out a way to get in there. But I think to us humans, that just kind of goes against the grain to let him block it up like that. So I don't know. I don't know. You can take it however you like it. Maybe that's the way to play because Stockfish is God. But to human mind, my mind, this is not the way to play. So I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. This just doesn't look right. It doesn't feel right. Maybe, like I said, maybe the computer's figuring out a way to get in and take advantage of these squares later. But it's beyond my event horizon. So can't say. So that's why G6 I think is preferred here. Um, and then he plays A4. He ignores it, and then the computer eval is plus 0.42. Now it's actually, whatever. It's about equal or maybe just a little bit over equal. Maybe just slightly better for white. But H6 is what he played. He played our pattern. And it's wrong. Like I said, the majority of the cases, this is wrong. So what he should do, I'm sorry, the evaluation now is negative 1.5. So he went from slightly better, like 0.4, to negative 1.5, almost a 2-point swing. Computer says he should play F4 and continue on like this with this attack. But H6 puts him in a... But remember, again, practical chess, Dubov does win this game because these positions are extremely hard to defend. I would say, I don't think that's an exaggeration. Extremely hard to defend. So the guy takes like this, okay, and Dubov takes like that. Then he goes A3, which is not the best. So he does what I just said not to do. He lets him block it up. This is not what you want to do in the pawn storm. You don't want him to block it up. This was not the move. The computer says bishop to F6 is the move. Well, you got to figure that out. And remember, this is a blitz game. So like I said, this is very hard to defend. Figuring out that that is the best move, and why in the world would that be the best move, right? That is difficult. So practical chances. But, B3 is negative 0.39. So still some advantage, but that's the move that looks like to me that I would have probably played, if you want to know the truth, what I would have probably played in the game. I would have thrown the advantage away because of my limited understanding, but that seems like what I would want to do. And then something like this, and then, okay, knight takes. I guess it's equal, but I guess it doesn't work out. But A3 doesn't work out either because now it's blocked up. Dubov, now he plays bishop F6. And Dubov just grabs the pawn, and he grabs that dude. All right, C4, so he went there. So only slight advantage for white in this position now, but he did win this game. Did he win on time? What happened here? No, knight C6 is starting to go wrong because of this knight B5 business. So, yeah, he messed it up a bit later. I guess he survived the attack. I guess we could say he survived the attack. And remember, this is blitz. And then white wins. It must have been on time because he's only up 0.6. So that must have been a win on time. That was a blitz game. So black did actually withstand the attack, but he missed the chance. He had a big advantage and missed the chance. So let's see how that plays out in this game. Speaking, I mentioned Joe Bava earlier. This is him playing white against David Navarra. This was the Mr. Dodgy online invitational that was played last year. This was last year, actually. So I like both of these guys. I like Navarra. David, I guess it's David Navarra. That guy, I just like him, man. He's like, he's somewhere out there on the spectrum. I don't know where, but he's like such a cool dude. I don't know. Gotta like the guy. Anyway, he starts with G5, and that might not even be the best here. He says maybe he should start defending with knight C1. Again, this is internet blitz, so we're not going to get too... I just want to get to the point here. All right, G6 is the best. Black does have the advantage already. And now he goes for H6. Computer says black is better, negative 0.56. Now it's 0.26 in white's favor. So I guess it's still equal. I guess we got to a position that's equal here. Now it's 0.52 in white's favor. He wants to take here on H7, which is... When I give these type of positions to people, they always want to do that, all the weaker players, but actually the weaker players are right here. But the weaker players are more right here, I think. H6 throws it away. H6 is losing, negative 0.5. No, I'm sorry, negative 5.5. So now it's negative 6. He's like, totally lost here after h6. But this is the pattern. We're so used to it gets deceptive because this pattern is successful sometimes, like in the Anand game, like in the Morozevich game, right? In the Karyakin game. h6, it's a pattern we know that is successful, but here it fails him because this is losing. But Jobava did win the game. White did win the game because it is so hard to defend. So he takes here, correct? Takes there. And now he sacrificed the rook to get rid of that bishop. And then Navarro, this is the best play. Rook takes a7, which is a move we played in our game earlier. So this is a theme in this opening. This rook takes h7. And here, well, I want to go back to this point because the obvious question we have to ask is why is he not doing this? And I think it's because all of a sudden things are crashing through. I'm attacking your queen. I don't think you want to go taking me here because if you take me, I think you're getting kind of killed. So after knight takes b2, I would want to move my queen to safety. And then, okay, now there's open lines in front of the king. Okay, why couldn't he do that without that? Because the rook's hanging. So I guess he's figuring the rook's hanging anyway, so I'm going to go there to win time to play knight takes b2. But Navarro says, no, I'm going to take here. And here is where he messed it up. He played rook f6, which looks very natural. And now white is slightly better, 0.69. So a real up and down event here. The best move is actually bishop takes c3 is winning. It's just winning. -7. That's not the only winning move here, by the way. King takes h7 also just works. I guess Navarro believed him. Navarro believed him, so what am I going on here? Yeah, bishop takes c3. Queen takes c3. Well, okay, I'm down a piece if I do that, right? So I don't want to go into that trade. So I'm going to take with the pawn. Yeah, but now, holy cow. It's going to be mate in like 2 moves, right? Yeah, it's over. It's over. Mate on the next move. I'll put it on the board. All right. So yeah, so rook f6, hard to believe, throws away the win. So difficult to play these positions. And then white played check to pick up the rook. But the computer actually likes doubling rooks better. He's saying don't even go for the rook. Or maybe he's saying you can go for it later. Let's say he saves his rook. And now, spectacular fashion, knight to e4. Wow. Exciting chess. So why does somebody want to play anti-Sicilian when you can play like this for white? What's going on here? If he takes, I can take here. Sacrifice the queen, because if you take here, it is check. And if you take, I'm mating you, so you go there, and then I'm going to make a queen. Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. Hard to calculate, especially this was a blitz game. So I imagine this was like nearly impossible to calculate. So that's why this is so difficult. But you can imagine, all right, Grandmasters at Blitz is probably still stronger than me and the guys that I play in my tournament. So you can imagine your opponent having trouble with this. So like I say, this h6, g6, even though it didn't work here, it did work because he won the game. He went there and just simply won the rook. But all right, so now he went for the knight takes b2, but now it's just equal. It's just a draw. But it did not end a draw. All right, because it still goes on. So what do I do here? Oh, this is the losing move, e5. So he should play bishop c6, attack the rook. It says rook moves, and then he goes back. The rook has no safe squares to go, does he? Except if I go here. Yeah, I can't even go there because then I have a discover check and I win the rook. So he just got to go back and forth, doesn't he? He could have forced a draw. But he went for it. Hats off to Navarro for trying, but now he's losing. It's plus 5.67, 5.9 for white after knight to a2 blocks the discovered attack. All right, he'd bring in the rook in, but he can simply fight for that file now. Attacks the queen. The queen goes away, trying to trade queens. He took, check, hide. All right, he picked that dude up, but he gets that guy. White is ahead by a rook, and okay, he's threatening mate, but check, and now it's going to be mate on the next move after this and this. Anyway, the point being, turn off the kibitzer here now. Turn off the engine. The point being, this G6 H6 did not work, but in a practical sense, it does work very often. So we looked at examples from Anand and Morzevich and Karyakin where this pattern does work, and I'm sure there's many other examples. But when I was studying through the database, most often it does not work. But it is extremely difficult to play against. So practical chances highly in your favor because of the difficulty of the defense, but a lot of times it's just not the best move. So you gotta calculate. It's a fun calculation type of thing because it's like smash mouth stuff. But anyway, that is my look at this pawn storm when the black pawns have not moved in front of the king. So hope you got something out of that. I think I did. So I'll see you guys later.